welcome back to the boardroom, board members. This is the chatty chairwoman. First, I want to thank my subscribers. We're up to 300, trying to get to 500 because I just want to start with the community wall, right? Chatty chairwoman loves to share, wants to get feedback. So if you have not subscribed yet, I challenge you to hit the subscribe button before you leave. What's harder than getting a contract for my business? Getting someone to hit the subscribe button. But that's okay. I'm going to keep working at it, keep pressing at it, and it will happen. And we will see as this channel grows. But thank you for stopping by for the Married to Medicine reunion, recap, insight. Now, you see that Toya and Eugene are on the screen because we all know Toya and Eugene have carried the season, right? Clearly, the cast is divided, and the Quad, Anila, Heavenly, Jackie's side decided before filming what? That they would all line up against Toya, I should say. And I'm sure Quad was behind it. And even the new girl, Audra, came in hot for Quad. I mean, really, she really has been fed, I should say, and knew when she came in that Toya was the one that everyone was going to go after because they didn't have a storyline. But anyway, so we start with Anila. And she says that on the night that Toya had a party, the same night someone came into their home and took all their stuff. You know, I gotta watch how I describe it on YouTube. And then to learn at the reunion from Andy that someone had come into her house again to take all her stuff. And Anila was asked point blank period by Andy, do you believe Toya was aware that this was going to happen? And then Anila had to admit she didn't believe that Toya would actually set this up. You know, but Anila is kind of considered faking the storyline. There were even some things that said she kind of, faked the storyline in terms of her nanny. Did her nanny really have to go? In fact, I'm going to show you this clip from BravoCon. Listen to what the audience says as Anila tries to explain the story of her nanny. Here it is.
I'm very real and very authentic. My life is what you see. All I'm gonna say is this is from Houston. I don't want to tell her business, but her daughter was going through some stuff, and they both moved to Houston because she came to Atlanta for her daughter. Her daughter was married, was having some issues. She moved to Houston to be with her and her son.
So you can see, not just I believe that the storyline was just something she added in to add some value to her family being on the show, but a lot of other people feel the same way about Anila. That's why I say Quad came after her. Anila came after Toya, Jackie came after Toya, Heavenly came after Toya because they didn't want to share a storyline. They knew if they came after Toya with the next thing, which was what? Toya was having an affair on Eugene? Now come on now. Now we know Toya and Eugene, they might have a little challenge here and there, but truly they love each other, right? And to go after their marriage, that's kind of like a low blow. But I couldn't understand why Quad was so upset with Toya. I mean, it's been for years. They started out in a good spot. Is it because Toya stayed friends with Mariah when her and Mariah fell out? It's hard to understand, but Quad revealed that Toya and Eugene were talking about her, and I tried to understand at what level that would warrant her going after her marriage. And she said it was the shirt. I guess the shirt was disrespectful and how they keep, pointing the finger that Quad is single and that she's lonely. And, Eugene confronted her point blank period. And Quad said that she perpetuated the rumor because she wanted to hurt Toya. But check this out. Quad said at BravoCon that she had evidence Here it is.
If I need to, there is audio, and I've already checked with the attorneys in Georgia. I can run it.
As you can see, Quad said she had receipts that somebody on the cast was not being faithful in their marriage. And she had talked to her attorney in that clip. She said she talked to her attorney and was ready to produce the receipts. Now, I think that's going a little bit too far, but you know, that's the MO that Quad operates with. So when Toya challenges Quad about why she's so disrespectful to her husband, Quad said what? That they're attacking her, they're coming after her. And even at BravoCon, they challenged each other when Toya asked Quad, you know, what is your storyline? And this is what Quad had to say.
The same show?
Yes, and let's be clear, that was a season. You've been on for 9.
And you've been on since the conception, all we see.
Exactly, and every season. That's just a part of it.
Has had some storylines in the past, but now she really needs to bring it. She did bring her family on the show, but that's not the depth that we need as BravoCon fans. Wouldn't you agree? Do you think Quad's time on the show has run out and it's time for her to go? Put it in the comment section and let me know if you think it's time for Quad to go. Boy, let me tell you, we of course knew in this reunion that Heavenly and Contessa were gonna go at it, but we didn't know Dr. Scott was gonna sing. Anyway, let me not get off track. But we knew they were going to go at it, and I don't know if they'll ever restore the friendship because Dr. Heavenly went too far by calling Dr. Considering he's a professional, a medical professional at that. I don't think that's going to be something that's forgivable. And I don't think when you look at part 3 of the reunion that honestly Dr. Heavenly gets it. The impact of it. She minimizes by saying that she was simply responding to someone's question. So, and you know what? In Living Color Live at BravoCon, their intensity was still the same. Here's a clip. As you can see from that clip, Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone had to break it up. They had to break up and have Heavenly sit down, and Dr. Simone went over to Contessa and said, that's enough is enough. The host could not handle it. Clearly, the host of that panel at BravoCon has never watched the show because she would have been better prepared for the way that Dr. Heavenly responds. But she was out of her league. She couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle it, board members. She was out of her league. Have you ever seen her work with somebody and you knew they were over their head? She was over her head, and Dr. Heavenly took over that panel. But anyway, before we go out, I wanted to share just some lighthearted segments and just show a little bit of fan reaction to some of the cast members of Married to Medicine. But I first want to say, do we think that Dr. Jackie will ever be friends with Toya again? Clearly, we finally found out why she, at the reunion, doesn't give Toya any support at all. She keeps her distance from Toya, and she revealed that Toya really hurt her when her and Curtis were going through it. So it kind of explains it, but I think that we need Dr. Jackie to step it up a little bit and to show a little bit of personality, like the personality she showed here at BravoCon. Take a look. See, if we get a little bit more of this fun, relaxed Dr. Jackie, maybe we would think she has a purpose on the show. But if she continues to operate and sit on the sidelines, then we're going to want Bravo to replace her. What do you think? Do you think it's time for Dr. Jackie to go? Let me know in the comments whether or not you think it's time for Dr. Jackie to go. Now, as I said, Eugene and Toya carried the show. So it's only fitting that I close this quick review with a clip from BravoCon panel discussion. Sitting there, it was so exciting to see the response for Toya. Now, once again, I'm setting this up. The one you just saw was Jackie, and this one has a little bit of Quad. I didn't get all of Quad. And Toya. And this is when the panel discussion started. Each of the ladies came out and modeled a little bit. But Toya was hesitant. She went and sat right down. Take a look at the fans' reaction. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by. Put in the comments whether or not you think it's time for Dr. Jackie to go. Also, let me know whether or not you believe Anila's story regarding her nanny was actually true, even though she explained it at BravoCon. And lastly, do you think that it is a forgivable offense? Can you forgive? Can Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott forgive Dr. Heavenly for what she said about him on her YouTube channel, that he was verbally and emotionally the A word against Dr. Contessa? Is that something, you can recover from? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, trying to get to 500. I want to get to 500 by the end of November 2022. And you can help me. It doesn't cost you anything to support the channel. Hit the like, subscribe, and notification button. Thank you so much, board members, for stopping by, because I know you can go anywhere in these YouTube streets, but you decided to stop by the boardroom and hang out with the chatty chairwoman. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.